the boy comes and says, the 8-year-old boy comes and says, I can't play with you tomorrow. Like, ليش? I can't play with you tomorrow because we're bored of the latest game that the PlayStation has. لا. I can't play with you tomorrow because dignity demands upon us to die in dignity. هيهات منا ذلة. 8-year-old boy knows about dignity. I'm gonna die tomorrow, me and my family. خلاص, no more food. We're not gonna ask you every time. خلاص, let us go. Let us die and let us move along. This time the kid comes back crying to his father. Who's his father? An-Nadr ibn Abd Munaf. The child's name is Asad. Comes, father, what's wrong with you? Says, Ya walidi, 1, 2, and 3 happened. Allahu Akbar. It was a trick. Mother knew about it. Mother comes out. He takes all his camels, all the goats, everything that he had, and he starts sacrificing them, one by one. And he walks up and says, Ya ma'ashara Quraysh, I want Quraysh to come and gather up. Ya ma'ashara Quraysh, they gathered up. Take this food, take this lahm that we have, split them up amongst everybody, and come back. I need you. What? I need you. I have a special meeting with you. They said, Wallah innaka lahashim. Nadr now became, his name became what? Hashim. Hashim was a description. Allah innaka lahashim. Of course, fi lahm. Hashim. They come back. He's still mad. This is the father of Asad. He says, Ya ma'ashara Quraysh, ma balukum الناس يحيون وأنتم تموتون الناس يزيدون وأنتم تنقصون. What is wrong with you? People are multiplying and we're losing you in numbers. People are living and you are dying. Please explain. He says, people, this thing that we call al-ihtifad, where our people go out and start dying, is a problem. It's problematic. We need to do something about it. What do we do? He says, I'll tell you what to do. He says, give me whatever you can, whatever wealth you have. If you got $1, give me $1. We need to solve the social situation. Okay, this guy would give his $1, this guy would give his $100, this guy would give whatever. Not everybody gave an equal amount. Because Ya Quraysh, from now on, we're going to make 2 trips. رحلتين. رحلة الشتاء والصيف. Why? Because Mecca is a valley that produces nothing. We can't grow anything. There's no water. We can't do nothing. Jadb. The only way we survive is if we trade. And we're going to do it this way. In the winter time, we're going where? Yemen. Why? Yemen is a hot atmosphere. So we can't go there in the summer, it's too hot. Let's go to Yemen in the winter. In the summertime, we will go where? Sham, Syria. Because it's a cool weather there. We'll find over there. We're going to set out this group twice a year. We're going to put all the money. We're going to go buy stuff. We're going to bring that stuff. And we're going to do what? We're going to distribute, we're going to sell, we're going to make money so people from our tribe do not go and perform what is called al-ihtifad, dying with dignity. You have it. That's it. Everybody start pouring in their money. He says what? After the caravan comes back, we're not going to split the money according to the percentage. We're going to split the money evenly, regardless of what amount you put. So we can kind of situate the rich and the poor, make them at one level. But first we're going to feed those families that cannot live. And they set out. And this is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes and says, لِإِلَافِ قُرَيْشِ إِلَافِهِمْ رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. Meaning this, how Quraysh was set out. Now the child's name is what? Asad, son of Hashim. Right? Hashim had 2 sons. One was called, this is Hashim now. One was called Asad. The other was called Abdul Muttalib. Who's here? Who's here? Asad, Abdul Muttalib. Abdul Muttalib has a son called Abu Talib, the father of Imam Ali. Asad has a daughter by the name of Fatima bint Asad bin Hashim. Abu Talib married who? His first cousin. His first cousin, Fatima bint Asad. Don't we say Fatima bint Asad? That's his first cousin. So Hashim starts it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran approves it, and they started the trade. Now they still have a problem. The problem is in Yemen. Some of these people on these trips were traveling on these trips. On their way, they stopped the caravan, they brought out their food, and they started a fire. And they put on their way to Yemen. Yemen at that time was a Christian nation. So they put meat on the grill, as we say it. And after they were done eating, they forgot to put out the fire. The wind came and took the fire into a nearby church. And the church was in flames. Who learns about this? And Najashi, Negus from Ethiopia. Negus from Ethiopia had in Yemen a governor by the name of Abraha. Familiar name? Abraha. The problem with Negus out of Ethiopia, thought there was foul play. He didn't believe it just coincidentally happened. He thought these people did it on purpose. Not only that, he had in mind that I don't like this idea of Quraysh having two trips. One in the winter time to Yemen and one in the summertime over to Syria. He goes, summons Abraha and tells him, I want you to destroy the Kaaba. I want you to destroy the house of the Muslims. So this man brings the elephants and goes on his way to destroy Al-Kaaba. Meaning, when you travel, especially at that times, you're worried about sickness. Most importantly, you're worried about road warriors. It's not safe. So in this verse, when they came to attack the Kaaba, Allah did the people of Mecca a favor. How? They came to destroy. Abraha came with his elephants to destroy. That's why we have a unity between the two chapters. It says, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil. Have you not seen what Allah done to the people of the elephant? They came, they wanted to destroy the Kaaba. Why? They wanted to make Quraysh subservient to them. They wanted to make them slave. They wanted to colonize them. They wanted them to be disgraced. وَلَكِنْ هَيْهَاتْ مِنَّا ذِلَّ. They wanted to disgrace them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلَمْ تَرَ كَيْفَ فَعَلَ رَبُّكَ بِأَصْحَابِ الْفِيلِ أَلَمْ يَجْعَلْ كَيْدَهُمْ فِي تَضْلِيلٍ وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلٍ. He sent them birds and flocks, تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِّن سِجِّيلٍ فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مأكول. Then we started Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim لِإِلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ. Allah is saying to these people, look what happened. This was a place, this was a happening that registered Quraysh amongst the elite of the world. What do you mean the rest of the world just found out that somebody came to destroy Quraysh by destroying their temple? And some force, the believers believed that Allah sent these people. The non-believers said some force came and they saved Mecca. Why? Mecca is now a town of ghosts. It's got people, spiritual people, reviving it. So what happens? Don't you dare become a road warrior and stop one of the two trips. One of the two routes. Don't you do it now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells them this is one of the favors. He tells them one of the favors, not because I like you more than I like the other person. I did what I did because on the